The Xenomorph versus the Indoraptor, two alpha apex predators who were genetically engineered to go out there and kill everything or everyone in their path. But if the Xenomorph and Indoraptor ever ran into each other, well, who's going to come out on top here? Who would win? Let's get into it. The most dangerous living thing in the universe, the Xenomorph is the ultimate apex predator. A parasite that's hell-bent on carving a path of destruction throughout the galaxy. And you're gonna wish this thing kills you with its teeth and claws and tail. It's better than being forced to help create one of its young. Now, there are a lot of different variations of Xenomorphs out there in the cosmos. For this video here, we're just gonna be focusing on the drone aliens, which is the most common form. Xenomorphs are incredibly strong and powerful. They're able to easily one-shot people with their attacks, even armored soldiers with futuristic tech. And they definitely seem to have a thing for ripping people in half or tearing off limbs. And that's just scratching the surface. They're able to easily tear through metal like it's nothing, even shaking buildings or plowing through armored doors and walls. They're also stupid fast. They're incredibly agile, they're regularly able to leap around and surprise prey with just how fast they're able to move. And it doesn't just stop there. Some Xenomorphs have legit been seen dodging bullets. They're straight up bullet timing. I told you they were fast. And really, they don't even need to be able to dodge bullets because they're more than tough enough to take them. It appears they can feel bullets with enough shots. They're going down, but by the time you're penetrating their armor, well, the Xenomorph has already got its hands on you, so really, what's the point? They're able to quickly recover from being hit with pulse rifles, can take automatic gunfire and shotguns like it's nothing. They're even able to keep on attacking through explosive ammo. And it doesn't just stop there either. They're able to shrug off most explosions they find themselves in, and blunt force attacks do basically nothing. And it's not just that these aliens are incredibly durable, but man, they're just incredibly resilient too. Absolutely nothing is going to stop them from trying to kill you. Their body can be broken and useless, limbs missing and all shot up and everything. The Xenomorph still is going to continue charging and continue trying to put down its prey. And it has a ton of different ways that it can kill its prey too. Teeth, claws, tails, all of it are incredibly deadly and dangerous. They're able to absolutely gut people and slash right through their bodies. Their tails can pierce right through soldiers with heavy armor. They're actually easily strong enough to just throw people around with their tails too. And their mouth is exceptionally deadly. With their secondary hinged jaws, well, they can basically punch right through people with their mouth, breaking bones, absolutely ripping them to pieces. It's brutal to watch. Then of course there's the infamous acid blood. It can cut through anything, from flesh and bone to metal. And the Xenomorph actually knows how to use it in a fight and use it to its advantage. It also allows the alien to claim a lot of kills from the grave, because even if the Xenomorph is killed, well, that means its blood is usually splattered all over the place, and it's currently eating away at whatever managed to kill it. The Indoraptor was built to be a living weapon, a hybrid of Velociraptor and the Indominus Rex. So it's basically the equivalent of taking the Indominus Rex and making it just fun-sized. That's basically what happened here, because what's worse than a smart, camouflaging T-Rex with super long arms? Well, what about a smaller version that was created specifically for combat? Standing up to 10 feet tall, 24 feet long, and clocking in at 1 ton, the Indoraptor is just big. It's got night vision, an incredible sense of smell, razor-sharp claws, and really, truly couldn't be controlled. That's why this thing was still just a prototype. The idea was you could use this big old dinosaur to hunt down prey, use it in combat, maybe sell it to the military and have them play around with it. The Indoraptor is like Frankenstein's monster. Through no fault of his own, it was created by a bunch of scientists to be a weapon, but when they got what they wanted, well, it was only then when they realized how stupid of an idea it actually was. It was already too late. So Henry Wu wanted to mix the Indoraptor with a little bit of Blue the Velociraptor. Not necessarily because they just had to add more Velociraptor into the mix, but because there was something specific in Blue's DNA that made her more trainable and even just more sociable. This prototype was missing that, so the only way to even remotely control it was by using a special audio frequency. Whenever the Indoraptor heard it, it would be driven to attack any target via a laser. It would be legit unable to resist. The Indoraptor is strong enough to easily tear through metal and steel, plow through dinosaur skeletons, and wreck museum displays. Really just destroy the whole museum while he was chasing after Owen and Claire. He was able to overpower Blue and throw her around. And if you're just a normal dude, well, let's just say I wouldn't go putting your body parts anywhere close to its mouth. He's crazy durable, just naturally so tough, as elephant tranquilizers that worked on all the other dinosaurs don't actually work on him, even if he let you believe they do. Bullets hurt him but aren't actually enough to break through the skin. He can take bites and attacks from Blue, but there are definitely limits to his durability. Like I wouldn't get anywhere too close to Triceratops skulls if I was him. And the funny thing is, the Indoraptor would probably learn from this mistake. If he could. But he can't, because he's dead. Point is, the Indoraptor is smart. This thing is scary smart. I mean that literally. This thing is scary smart. It pretended to be knocked out by tranquilizers in order to get closer to his prey. He was able to operate doors, even though I really doubt he had ever even seen doors before. And you want to talk about an ambush? Well, how about this for an ambush? And it's really not just that. The Indoraptor seems to be smart enough to where all its aggression and anger and violence almost seems to go beyond being simply animalistic, like the other dinosaurs in Jurassic Park. Instead, it actually seems to enjoy causing fear and pain, which does make sense. The Indoraptor was an abused animal, to the point where you can almost feel sorry for it. It didn't ask to be made, it didn't ask to be born. When it was just tortured and abused. It was tortured so much that it grew up thinking it was totally normal to torture other living things. That's what you were just supposed to do. The Indoraptor is enjoying all of this. It's excited about what it's about to do next, which is just scary. So who wins here? Well, let's break it down. Well, both of these monsters are obviously apex predators. They're incredibly powerful and can pretty much kill anything in their path. When they get going or when they start hunting, well, it's really a sight to behold. And in a lot of ways, they're similar. They're both incredibly strong and fast and are all incredibly aggressive, just completely hellbent on ripping apart everything they can sink their claws and teeth into. But I'd actually give the strength and speed edge to the Xenomorph here. The Indoraptor is fast, especially for an animal of its size, but Xenomorphs are legit able to dodge bullets. We've never seen anything like that in Jurassic Park. Then they're basically the same when it comes to strength. But aliens are a little more consistent when it comes to ripping apart metal, so you can give the slight edge to them. They're also both very smart and practical hunters. Xenomorphs will stalk and hunt their prey. They are incredibly quiet and sneaky, and then will attack at just the right moment, when their enemy is at their weakest and most vulnerable. And same with the Indoraptor. I mean, it pretended to be knocked out by Tranks in order to get its prey to come in close with it. That's scary. I think the kicker here, though, are the Xenomorph's bite and its acid blood. The Xenomorph's most significant attack is its bite. It's powerful enough to not just pierce through skulls, but even stab through metal. It's the most powerful attack here. And even if the Indoraptor is bulletproof, well, the Xenomorph can still injure it with its jaws. We've seen it get through bulletproof things before. On the other hand, well, every time the Indoraptor tries to attack the Xenomorph, it's going to get mouthfuls of that acid blood. The Indoraptor's only way to attack the alien is by biting and scratching it, and each time it's going to get injured because of the acid. Basically, the Indoraptor isn't going to be able to injure the Xenomorph without injuring itself in the process. It's a close fight, but ultimately I think the Indoraptor is a lot more hype than it actually is anything else. I mean, for as scary and intimidating as it's meant to be, Blue the Velociraptor was able to beat it and kill it in its first fight. And if a Velociraptor and Chris Pratt can beat the Indoraptor, then you can be sure the Xenomorph can too. The Xenomorph wins here, and it might not even be too close. But what do y'all think? Sound off in the comments down below. I know you're gonna have thoughts and feelings on this one for sure. If you stuck around this long and made it to the end of the video, that's amazing. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting us. And if you want to go subscribe, well, go subscribe. You're gonna see more videos like this one every single week. I'll see y'all then. I'll see y'all next time.